Hey everybody, hope you're doing well. So this video is going to be talking about the culturally responsive pedagogy science. So the idea is that we want to try to promote the fact that STEM isn't just for individuals that look like white males. STEM is open to all. STEM should be something that, regardless of gender, background, whatever, everyone should have an equal that. So what we're going to be doing is we're you'll see an example with this in class, but you're going to research a biography of an individual uh, who has made contributions in science, technology, or engineering. So in math, it can be something in mathematics, but science, technology, and engineering here. The requirement is that that individual must not be a white male. Now, I say that there was a caveat. One of my former students who worked at the School for the Deaf found a biography of a chemist who was deaf when he was doing his work. Now, he was a white male, but in that particular situation, because of the venue that she was working in, I allowed the fact of that exception to the rule because it worked in her particular situation. So what you're going to do is you're going to create a biography of a person. Now, this is an example biography in the rubric. So you give me the person's name, their their degrees, where they're teaching at, graduate degrees, undergraduate degrees, and a photograph of the person. So again, you see some name, photo, birthday, degrees conferred, research area, biographical essay. So in this one, I really should have um, windmills, energy, something of that nature. So for the next part, what you're going to be doing is that you're going to be giving the two different essays. One is a biographical essay, the other is a research description. So if you again go scroll down, look at his biography, here's all the information up here. So research areas, renewable energy, hydrodynamics. This would be his personal biography. This would be his research biography. So this is talking about how he grew up, a little bit about it, because you want to be able to make a connection on a personal level with your students about the person. And then the research is talking about what it is that that individual does. So the key with these biographies of how we're teaching it in class is that the research has to correspond to something that we did in class or part of their lesson. So you teach the content however you want to teach it, however you normally do, and then you find the biography of these individuals, and they're able to make the connections with these people. Any awards, recognitions, and then you can see this is where I took some of the information from. So that's all kind of on one page. The second part of the assignment is you're going to be finding a lesson plan. You don't necessarily have to create, but find um, and talk about, what is the lesson plan, any modifications you might want to make. And then you also need to tell me, how does the lesson plan fit into that person's work? So the whole idea is like, with John DeBerry, we're looking at, in cases research area of renewable energies, we were looking at electromagnetic induction. So to understand how a windmill works and how a windmill actually generates electricity, you need to understand electromagnetic induction in order to get that connection to him and his work. So after you get that connection, that work, tell me what topics with your particular scientists they have. So when I go down to my rubric, so you have again all the top categories, the history, the research, the job description, these biographies. Make sure the structure follows perfect suit. It's not over a page. And then this is the lesson plan that have all the key points. Lesson relationship. This is where you're discussing about how does this individual's work fall into the lesson or fall into that particular topic. And then what are the different topics? Now, when I say topics, I don't mean, oh, if you're studying physics, you can talk about this person. Well, no, because if I'm talking about sound, I'm not going to talk about the theory. I'm going to only talk about theory with the specific topic of electromagnetic induction. I might talk about it with pressure, Bernoulli's principle, or something like that. But I want you to be a little bit specific, because the thing of what I do is the following. If I go to the website and I type in Rosengrant STEM Lab, what I try to do, and I haven't done this because of COVID, but I put a lot of these already up here, physics and STEM here, so learn more about them. Because the goal is I want to make this a resource, not just for our classroom, but for all. So I click on a lot of these different ones. Now, I'm not showing you this to be like, oh, well, let me find one of these and just copy what they're doing, but rather I try to take some of the works from all the different classes and put them up here so that this is a resource for teachers so that when you start going out in the field, you have these as well too to be able to have these conversations in your class because that is the most important part is when you're done with this is what kind of conversations and what kind of discussions are you going to have with your students about the importance of culturally responsive pedagogy within the classroom and the idea that STEM is not just for one group because if you think about what they show in textbooks it's you have Einstein, Newton, Galileo, Copernicus, they're all of the same group. So we need to challenge that. We need to break that mold. And you as teachers are in the best spot to be able to. So thank you very much. And I look forward to seeing you in your next video. Bye bye.